Hey everybody, I'm Andrew. Welcome to edenrocfarm. Today we're doing our 1-year review on our Toro Z Master 2000. I'm going to go over all the features that it comes with. I'm going to tell you what I do and I don't like about it. And we're also going to get it up in the tall grasses in these pastures and up on a few of these hills and see how it does there. So if you're interested in a zero-turn commercial style mower or you're looking at a Toro, stick around. So I guess we'll start by doing a little walk around so y'all can check it out. It's pretty nasty because we've had quite a bit of rain the last few days and the grass was getting behind on me, so I went ahead and came out and tried to do a little mowing. And I did get most of the yard here around the house done, but I haven't got over in the pastures yet today. So we'll get over there today in some of this high grass and we'll check that out and see how it does in that. But I did take some time and go ahead and clean my deck out. So this Z Master 2000 has a quick access there in the center, and it also has a quick detached panels here on both sides for easy clean out and maintenance. You have some nice anti-scalping wheels on each side of your deck, and I've got two in the center also. So far I haven't had any issues scalping the ground, so those seem to be doing real well. I did get the Turbo 460-inch deck. It also comes with a nice rubber discharge chute for your grass, and it is spring loaded if you want to do that as well. You can run it down or you can fold it up, either way. For the most part I run mine up so that the grass spreads out and doesn't cake up in my mower, especially when I'm mowing these really tall grasses over here in the pasture. I was debating whether to go with the 54-inch deck at one time when I first purchased this. But if you have a lot of open pasture or open mowing or any kind of an acreage, I suggest that you get the 60-inch. I'm really glad that I went with it over the 54. My specific mower has the Toro branded motor. It's a 24.5 horsepower motor. You can also go with a Kawasaki or a Kohler brand motor, depending on which mower you get. I know that the 4000 model, which I did look at it also, it comes with a little bit of a larger motor option if you choose to. The tires on the back are a 24 by 12 by 12 tire. They've got a nice aggressive tread on them. The tires on the front are, I think, a 13. They're a 13 by 6.5 by 6 on the front. There's a nice LED light on the front as well. Another thing that I do like about this lawnmower is the maintenance on this is really easy. It's easy access for everything. You've got your battery right there. You've got your cutoff valve for your fuel right here behind the seat, and your fuel filter as well. This is a canister style air filter. You just got a clip on both sides so that you can pop that cover off and access your filter. This has a 7-gallon tank. This is a gas model. The tank goes down the side and underneath your seat. It's an air ride seat, and your adjustment is here on the front. You have an adjustment here on the side for your forward and backward. As you're sitting in the seat, you can look down and see your fuel gauge as well. You've got a nice slot here for your cell phone, plus 2 USB hookups. I do use that quite a bit, so I like that feature. You've got a cup holder on the other side and another storage slot. On your right side, where I showed you a minute ago, where your phone access is and your USB slot is, you've got your control panel. You've got your choke here, your starting here, your PTO, start and stop here. You've also got a light switch for your LED front light, and then you've got your control for your throttle as well. There is a belt there in case you need that. Over here on the left side, you've got your parking brake. And down here on the right side, you've got your adjustment for your deck height. This one goes from 1 inch all the way up to 5 inches in 1/4 increments. So if you want to raise your deck all the way up, you just take your foot and push in the pedal all the way, and it locks in for you. To set your height of your deck, you just push your pedal in, come down here to your pin, and you'll put your pin at whatever height you want it to be at. I usually run mine at about 3 1/4 inches. And then to release that deck and lower it, you just push forward on this handle and ease it down. I guess that's about it for that. Let's go ahead and get it started up. We'll get it over in the pasture, and we'll do some mowing over in some of this tall grass. I've also got some high grass over here around my picnic area. It's probably taller than some of my pasture area. So I wanted to walk over here and just show you how tall this is to give you an idea of what I'm cutting. It's waist high in some areas. It's pretty thick over in here and over in here also. So we'll see how it does. This will be a good test for it. So I did end up making a couple passes over this to get it looking how I wanted. Like I said, this was my first time mowing. I hadn't mowed this all season, so it was pretty tall. And I did set my deck at 3 1/4 inches where I normally mow. I probably should have went ahead and raised it up as high as it would go at that 5-inch mark and cut it there first and then dropped it down, but I didn't. So it did bog down a couple times in some of those clumps of grass that I'd already cut. But let's head down here over in the lower pasture where the chickens are, and we'll cut it next. the ground's still a little damp, but it mowed just fine over here in this high grass around the chickens. I want to head up around the house and up by the orchard and clean that up just a little bit and get that finished up where I couldn't get that mowed the other day. And then we'll get up on the hill behind the house in the pasture and see how it does up on these hills. And if you're still watching, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so hopefully I can get there. And if you haven't hit that thumbs up, do that for me also. So it did real good coming up and down these hills. I didn't have no issues or any slipping. And I didn't mention it before, but this does have the ZT 3400 hydro gears. When I was looking at the 4000 model, it does come with the ZT 4400 gears, but these 3400s do just fine for me. I've had no issues with them. But let's head over here and mow this pasture that's over here behind the camera. I'll be on kind of an incline on the hillside. So let's hit it next and see how it does over there. There are a few things that I want to show y'all real quick that I think could be improved on this mower. The ROP system on this, the rollover protection system, there's three placements for a pin. There's a lower placement where it's at now. If you move the pin to here, it raises this on up a little bit more vertical, and there's a mid adjustment, and then you can always raise it all the way up and put your pin here. When it's in the down position or the mid position, it's a little noisy. The second thing on this mower is this cage that comes around to guard your motor. There's a gap right here, and there's no attachment on these two pieces of metal there or right here. As you can see, that kind of separates and flexes apart. So as you're running your mower, those tend to rattle, and it's a little bit aggravating also. And the third, and probably the most important, would be down here on the motor. When you're doing your oil change, there's a rubber tube that runs all the way down and into the bottom of your motor for your drain plug. The way this works is there's a plastic piece that this rubber hose slides over, and you pull that loose and you lay your hose down to drain your fluid out. The issue I had with this is I had trouble the first time I did my oil change getting this loose, and where this is just a plastic piece that sticks down maybe an inch or an inch and a half, if you're not careful it could be easily broke off. I did put some oil, a little bit of oil inside the hose and on that plastic piece, so hopefully the next oil change that'll go smoother. I've been really pleased with our purchase this last year. It's did really well for us and our needs here on the farm. I hope I covered everything for y'all and answered any questions you may have about it. If I missed something, just hit me up down in the comments. I'll get back to you on those as soon as I can. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I appreciate it if you do that if you're watching our videos. And if you haven't given us that thumbs up, go ahead and do that for us too. But thank you for joining us here on the farm. I hope you have a blessed day. See you next time.